So I uploaded my entire intro to media arts curriculum to NotebookLM, and it became the fastest lesson planning tool that I've ever used. I'm talking lesson transitions, parent emails, quiz questions, all pulled directly from my course content in seconds. Now, I've been using Claude as my main AI for over a year now, but NotebookLM does something different. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that is and how I'm using it every week as a working teacher. Let's dive in. So what is NotebookLM? It's a free tool from Google, and the best way that I can describe it is this. It's an AI that only knows what you give it. It's not the whole internet. It's not Wikipedia. It's not someone else's curriculum, just your documents. You upload your syllabus, you upload your unit plans, your project descriptions, and NotebookLM becomes an AI that just knows your course inside and out. And that's a huge superpower for teachers. So let's go into NotebookLM. It's notebooklm.google.com. It's free, and just click on New Notebook here. And I'm going to go in here now. It's going to ask me, like, what do I want to put in this notebook? So I can upload documents. I can send it to websites. I can have it go to YouTube to watch a video and get context. I can connect it to my Google Drive. I can copy and paste any text I want into it. So for this particular video, we're just going to get our feet wet and we're going to upload some files. And here is my media arts curriculum. I'm going to upload that. And it's going to go into NotebookLM. And the time it took to ingest that is like 20 seconds. It created a name right here. You can change it, just clicking in here and change it to whatever you want. On the left-hand side is where you'll see sources. So if you want to add more sources, just click this. This will pop back up. Like I said, you can go to web pages from your drive, whatever you want. Do you want it to do fast research or in-depth? So it'll take a little longer with in-depth stuff. So you have all these options to add more context to whatever you're trying to have accomplished here. So now that we've got that in there, down below here is your typing area where you're going to chat with NotebookLM. On the right side, you'll see the studio part, which we're not going to go into in this video, but I am going to do a studio video to show you the power of the things that we can do with it. For today, we're just going to get our feet wet. I'm going to show you 3 things that I love doing with it. So my first use case is lesson transition. So we started the week off, and I'm going to type in here, I'm starting, Unit 3 next Monday. And I'm going to say, what should review from Unit 2 to make sure students are ready? And I'm just going to hit the blue button, and now it's going to take a few seconds. And look at the response. It's not pulling from some generic teaching database. Now it's pulling from my curriculum. It's telling me, based on what I actually teach, that students should have their storyboards done and understand the production pipeline before they even pick up a camera. And that's the way I go. And then down here, it's actually asking me, do I want to add some stuff to this? I can, or I don't have to, but it's giving me great suggestions here. So that's my course. That's my content, my sequence. I didn't have to re-explain anything. It just knew everything was there. And that saved me about 20 minutes of me digging through my Google Drive. All right, so demo number 2, I want to show you how I use it for parent emails. So every unit, I usually like to send home a project overview. It used to take me like 15 minutes to type out of my head and write something that actually sounded really good. So I'm going to put in here now for this one. We'll just click in here so we make sure we're in there. Let's see, write a parent-friendly email explaining what students will be doing this week. In Unit 5, the documentary, and what they'll need at home. And I'm going to hit that. Let's see how long that takes. This is really good to have the parents on board, in my opinion. That's priceless because then they can ask the students, I know you're doing this in media arts class. How did you do? Did you finish it? I'd love to see your video. So let's read the response really quick. It's totally accurate. Subject, intro to media arts update, kicking off our documentary unit. Dear parents or guardians, we're officially entering our unit 5 of our intro to media arts class. This unit focuses entirely on documentary production, where we'll be exploring the essential question, how do documentaries change the way we see the world? And then it goes into telling what we're going to do this week, what they'll need at home. So they might need their devices, some planning time, support with their subject. So now I just have to copy, paste it, and do maybe a light edit, if anything, and I'm done, sent to parents. It's great. 15 minutes I took, down to 90 seconds. Now my third one, this is my favorite. I'm going to type in here, generate 10 multiple choice questions about, and we'll just say, let me do based on unit, and let's say we're on unit 1, visual storytelling, and then make it appropriate for high school students. And you just put that in there just in case. Usually 99% of the time comes out right. And let's see what it does here. Now it's done and it generated the quiz over in the studio portion, which is super cool. I'm going to click on it once and you'll see the quiz pop up here. When applying the rule of thirds to a portrait, where's the most effective place to position the subject's eyes for maximum engagement? I'm going to do letter A. That's right. So here it's made this nice quiz, and I can click explain if I really want to go in depth with it. And this is something I like to put up on the board and have the students go along with it. And I'll ask them different questions along the way to different students, and we can answer it as a class and learn from it. And then you just go to next, and here's your next question. Super cool. You can go full screen right here, so it expands it. And it's just a great way to go through a lesson that we've just done, a quick quiz. Okay, so real talk. I use Claude every single day. It's my main AI tool. So where does NotebookLM fit in? Here's how I think about it. Claude is my thinking partner, and I use it to build lesson plans from scratch, write scripts, give student feedback, write workflows. It's broad and powerful, and I'm never replacing it. NotebookLM is my course assistant. Once I've uploaded the curriculum, it shows my specific course better than any average AI could because it's only working from what I give it. They don't compete, they work together. My actual workflow is I build and refine my curriculum with Claude. Then I upload the finished documents to NotebookLM, so then I can just query them fast during the week without having to re-explain anything about my course. The two tools, two different jobs. If you want to try this, the starting point is go to notebooklm.google.com, completely free, and then upload something. Upload a document, your syllabus, a 1-unit plan, just anything, and test it out. Then just ask it something you would normally have to dig through manually. And that's it. Just start there. Drop a comment and tell me what subject you guys teach. I really want to know if this works for your class. I'll see you all in the next video. Please subscribe. Thank you so much.